Hey friends, welcome and welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Yoshida, and here at the Cove, we like to budget and plan in confidence using a planner. But today, you guys, a little surprisey. One, I'm back. Two, I have semi-transition from the CP Petite. I know, like, let me explain. Everybody knows me and CP Petite go together real bad, okay? Real bad. But one day, because I changed covers, I had mistaken this one for the CP Petite. And so I picked it up and I was like, hey, let me do a little playing in here. Well, I also have to preface this by saying that the personal has been set up, okay? She's been set up since like February. And what I did was I set up a personal CP Petite and an A5 because the inserts that I had made for like the weekly, I wanted to see it in all these different sizes. Plus, I wanted to see which planner I would reach for the most. And I tend to do that, if you're new here, I tend to do that when I'm trying to decide on a planner, but CP Petite had won, okay? She had just won, and we've been rocking together, and I'm not going to say that I'm not going to dabble with CP Petite, but right now I'm playing with personal. So this is a cover this is the foundations cover from Cloth and Paper. I always get asked about my covers, my disc, so that's that. I'm not going to go through where everything is in here. If you have a question about something, just let me know, because some things I just don't remember. But I believe this is from either Cessa V or I can't think of her name, but yeah, so I just have some appointment cards in here, just some little planner cards, reminders if found, things like that. Nothing in the pocket, and just some of these are from my shop. These are what I got for myself, and then these are from Cloth and Paper. And this is just from Noted Co. It's an old one. And Noted Co., I think she's down to just digital, so you can check that out. And I have this, I like a Kanban board. So I have this in pretty much all my planners, so it's just in here as well. This is basically my inbox section. And this is an old task delegation from Cloth and Paper, so I just left it in there. And then this is Rosy Paper Tree, which these may be from Rosy Paper Tree. I'm not sure, just can't remember. And then this is just the calendar that I made for myself. And let's see, did I go in and, let me see. Okay, yeah. This is about the time I stopped. So I need to go in and fill these in. And I didn't do anything for January. Like I said, I didn't set it up till February. So I did decorate it in February, and I kind of liked it. As you can see, I was kind of dabbling in here in February. I set up March. Again, I was setting this up. I was playing with this, but it was kind of like a reference planner, kind of semi-home planner, but mainly like a reference planner. That's what I was using it for. And just come in here and just cross-planning the things that were in my CP Petite. And then April, I did come in here and plan, shockingly. May, of course, I kind of fell off. Of course, June, I don't think no planner got anything in June. June was just busy. And then July, I didn't plan anything for the month. And then August, I was like, hey, that's when I kind of rediscovered her. And so I just gave her a little light decoration. Just wanted to kind of see, just play with her, you know, a little bit. So, of course, there's nothing else in the months because I haven't done that. I do have this, like, 1 line a day yearly overview type of calendar in all my planners right now. And at first, when I did this, I wanted to put down, like, bills. As you can see, I had bills in here, like reoccurring bills. But then I just started putting in, like, birthdays and vacation and stuff like that. And then this dashboard, this is to my goals section. And then this dashboard is the Set Goals Aim High dashboard. One of my favorites. It's just been in here probably since I created. This is a habit tracker. And I created this habit tracker. And then this is my goals section. Again, I just dabbled in this in the beginning of the year. And then now we get into my weekly. This is a dashboard from Cloth and Paper. And then I believe this is mine, just like a week on a page. And as you can see, I was just kind of writing some things in here, just kind of decorating, because I wanted to see how I liked using a 1 week on a page, which I do love. I'm not going to hold you. I do love. And then this is an old, like, cover for the week on a page from 2025. And then this one, this is from Rosy Paper Tree. I had bought it some years ago, and so I just decided to try to use that to see if I like that setup opposed to my own. And then I was using it as a meal planner at one point, but I still liked it. I do like it. I'm not going to hold you. I do like it, but I like mine as well. And so we just have a bunch of those. And then I have this little half of vellum sheet. Like when I print, I had some extras. Sometimes when I print vellum, there's little scraps left, so I use it as like a marker. And then now we get into my schedule. This dashboard is from Cloth and Paper, and this is my task weekly schedule. And like I said, I wanted to see what it looked like in all the planners. How would it work for me in personal? Loved it. As you can see, I was planning in it. And let me show you the difference of just like sizing. And the more I look at this, I really think I like it better in the personal. So this is the personal layout, and then this is it. Let me see. I probably don't have January in here anymore. I was gonna say this is close. We have March, and so this is it. And the CP Petite, again, I have more room, like wider space, but I think for aesthetics, I think I like it better in the personal. So I'm gonna rock with personal for a while. Like, many don't know, but I used to be a personal girl. So here's some more from February. And that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to use these pages, decorate them, and see how I liked them. And I must say, I did. And as you can see, I played with it a lot up until, and then this was 1 week that it was just pen and highlighter or Tombow pen, and then here just a few little stickers, and that is it. Yeah, and then this week it was just pen. This is probably when I was about to like get out of here, so yeah, it was just pen, which I really like. And so this marker is from Cloth and Paper, and then I'm gonna switch over out of this section. And then these are my task reminders, and this is from Playing with B. It's like a free download, and it's front and back. And then this is just from an old, I think, week on a page from my shop. And then this is from Noted Co. I love her dashboards. I love the quality of them. I just hate that she's no longer in business. And this was like a daily menu I had made for myself. And so what I did was just created this in Canva, made a daily menu, and this is kind of like how my day is supposed to go out, to go, pretty much, how my day is supposed to go. So like the main course is meditate, prayer, workout, admin task, AM skin routine. Then dessert is like pretty much things that I would do in the afternoon, which is 15-minute tidy, 10-minute hotspot, prep and cook dinner, read, research, vendors, PM skincare, shower routine, and bedtime. And then like a starter is like, of course, meditate, prayer, take the dogs out, coffee, workout. And so that's kind of like after, you know, the main course here. So that's long, so we're not gonna go through that. And then this, I believe, is from Cloth and Paper. And then this here is a daily page from Cloth and Paper. So I had a subscription to them, which I still kind of do, but I just skip a couple. And so these that came in that. And before I start making my own, I love their daily. So that's why I have so many of those in here. And like I said, this planner has been set up probably for some years, and I just added to it in February. And now we get into my home section. And then this is from Noted Co. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. And then this is a dashboard from my shop. And then this is like my meal section. I have not put the new meal planner inserts in here, but I will. And then this is the meal planner, and that's what I wanted to see, like how the new meal planner would look and work in here. I was going to fill this out with y'all online, with y'all, but I didn't do that. So I need to fill it out like for this week. And then as I was saying, I was using those Rosie Papetree weekly on one sheet as a meal planner. So I was planning out my meals and just trying to see how I could plan my meals on that. Just kind of get some use of some things that I've already purchased. And then these are from Cloth and Paper. I'm not for sure what they're called, the name of the insert, but I was using it for like just things that I do around the house, my chores, things like that. And what I do every day, monthly, weekly, quarterly, and yearly. And then this is from Cloth and Paper. I don't know if they still sell it anymore. It's so old. Like I said, it's like one of the first dashboards I got from them. And then this is something I created. I just created on Canva. It's my Fly Lady notes, like the hot spots, all the little notes and things of, you know, the Fly Lady system. And then this is from Cloth and Paper, but I believe this is like a grid note thing. I don't know. It comes in the subscription. So, and then these are some grid pages I created. I created a task list, clip, and then these were in our shop. We no longer have these to pay stickers. And then this is part of that little bundle from Cloth and Paper. And then this is a budget dashboard for my shop. And then this was a dashboard in one of my subscription boxes when we had the budget box. And then this is the weekly check-in for my shop. And I don't know if I have these for digital yet, but I at one point was printing inserts, but I no longer print them. But I don't know if I have this as a digital yet. So I'm not going to go too in-depth for that, but that's a good way to check in with your money on a weekly basis. And then I had the spending tracker. This is an old spending tracker. And that's the old spending tracker. And then these are like my budget categories. When I decided to do budget categories in my... It wasn't in my CP Petite. I think in my regular budget planner, I decided to make one for this, just to put in here. So as you can see, I did February and that was it. And I didn't even fill it out, which I need to get back to. I really need to get back to that. And then this is from Cloth and Paper. Then I have a social media bundle. I don't know if I put it for digital, but at one point I was printing it. So that's just a cover for that. And then that just leads into my social media section where I have projects and then a social media kind of calendar. And then this is supposed to be my miscellaneous section. So this is from Cloth and Paper. One of my favorite dashboards, actually, by them. And then this is my wish list. And that's the insert that I made for myself. And I don't know where I got this from. Probably Amazon. But it's just a little pocket, zip pocket. I could put money in there if I'm carrying it with me, stickers, things like that. And then I just got this like off of Amazon. Just an extra pen holder to hold like a marker if I had it. I don't have anything in here. This is a pen holder. And right now, for some reason, I'm loving this pen right here. I know it's old. It's the Sarasa Mark On, but for some reason, I'm liking that with my inserts in here. But that is all that I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. But yeah, this is what I'm rocking with right now. I haven't been carrying her. I'm going to be honest. I haven't been carrying her. I just do a little planning here and there. But I want to get back to carrying my planner. I need to really get back into my planners because, one, I've invested so much money into them. Two, I really like planning, but it's just, I got a lot going on, okay? I'm working on my health, and to me, that's just like really more important than all of this. And if I need to jot something down, I've been using my phone or a sticky note, but I'm also going to bring y'all a video on what I do when I'm not in my planner. But that's all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.